Release arms, probably the least used piece of equipment at our gym, but still a very effective piece of equipment. So the first thing you want to do is size it to where you want it to fall off the barbell. Simply squatting right next to it and kind of tilting it straight up will kind of give you an estimate of where it needs to be height-wise. But really you're going to have to put it on an empty bar, walk it out, and then squat down. And roughly, I would say 2 to 3 inches above wherever you want to stop your squat, they should fall off. Because there would be nothing worse than overloading this, doing your eccentric, and then them not falling off, and now you're stuck down at the bottom with all this weight. So here's my test to make sure I have my height, and I can still get a couple inches further down after they fall, so that's perfect for myself. So I just write in my book how many holes are exposed, and I remember that, so that when I do my weight changes, all I have to do is count how many holes are showing, which you'll see me do here, and I'll know where to put my pin. I show a clip of a page of Louis Simmons' book, The Book of Methods, where his recommendation is 80% of your 1 rep max, I believe, with 20% of that being release arm weight and 60% of that 80% being barbell weight. And the intent is to control your eccentric down, which is a lot of time under tension. And then once that weight falls off, you do some explosive reps for, I guess I would say power training. Explosive training there, that's a better word for it. So I first work up to a lighter barbell. I think I keep with this 135 and then work up to 3 25s on each side, I think, for these release arms. Here's 2. And then after I do this, I then calculate from what I think my squat max is. I haven't done that in a while. But then I actually use the numbers that the book recommends. So you can see you don't have to follow a certain style of training. Obviously, Louis Simmons has a ton of knowledge and education under his thoughts on why he does stuff, probably way more than myself. But sometimes having a really heavy eccentric is fun, and then pumping out some light reps. So here's what I was talking about. Here's a page out of that book. 80% of your 1 rep max, 60 on the bar, 20 on the weight release arms. If you do read this clip, it says that the eccentric portion of the lift should be done as fast as possible. With Louis' goal, he was trying to make the lifters that can lift the most amount of weight one time in his sport. Now, if your goals shift from that, where you want a lot of hypertrophy, going slow on the eccentric is a great way to do that. So just manage your own goals in the context of what information you're consuming, because if it doesn't align with your goals, the information's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, release arms are a blast. Here is the recommended percentage from that book, with 20% on the release arm, 60% bar weight, estimated 80% total of my 1 rep max. And he has prescribed set and rep schemes in that book also. Enjoy it. It's a fun time.